Stop scrolling, right now. Yes, you. This isn't just another video on your feed, and it's definitely not for everyone. Out of the countless souls who'll see this today, only a few will feel something deep inside. That pull in your spirit. If you're feeling it, it's because you were chosen. You didn't arrive here by accident. You were guided here by divine design. This moment was written in your destiny long before you even knew it. This is not coincidence. This is your heavenly calling. Listen, because the universe is finally speaking to you. Listen closely, because if you click away in the next few seconds, you will walk away from the very breakthrough that heaven wrote with your name on it before you were born. The enemy knows what's about to happen, and he's already whispering, "This is just another video." But he's terrified right now because he knows the moment you hear what's coming next, your spirit will awaken, your atmosphere will shift, and chains that have held you for years will begin to break. I'm speaking to someone who had been at the edge of giving up, who has cried silently in the dark, wondering if God even remembers them. You've seen others receive miracles while you've waited, feeling unseen, unheard, forgotten. But heaven is shouting your name right now. I see it written in golden light on a scroll that angels are carrying before the throne. They've been dispatched with specific orders concerning you. They are moving even as you listen. So stay. Don't scroll away. Because before this message ends, something deep inside you, something that's been dormant, buried beneath pain and disappointment, is about to wake up again. I can feel it already stirring in the spirit. The sound of your name being called. The sound of heaven's door unlocking. What's about to happen in your life isn't random. It's written. Written long before you took your first breath. If your heart is pounding right now, that's confirmation. Heaven is leaning in. This is your divine moment, and you cannot afford to miss it. I have chosen this precise second to remind you of something you've forgotten. Your life is not random. The path you walk is not an accident. You are part of a divine sequence written with care, sealed with purpose, and guided by love. Every delay, every tear, every heartbreak you have endured has not been wasted. I have been writing redemption into every chapter. But now, I have brought you here to awaken you, to stir what has been sleeping inside you, to call you back to awareness of my voice. You have prayed for a sign, and this is it. You have asked if I still see you, and I am answering with thunder in the silence. I see you. I have always seen you, and now I am calling your attention because something sacred is unfolding that demands your full heart, your full focus, your full surrender. Do not take this lightly. Do not dismiss this as another moment that will pass. The world will try to distract you even now, whispering that you have more urgent things to do. But nothing is more urgent than this. Heaven itself has orchestrated this pose. Every heartbeat is echoing with the sound of my calling. I am speaking life into what has been fading inside you. I am breathing strength into the places that have grown weary. I am awakening destiny that have been waiting in silence. You cannot afford to keep walking distracted. You cannot afford to keep ignoring the gentle tug on your heart. This is the moment heaven wrote for you before your first breath was taken. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours alone. You've tried to keep everything together while feeling like everything inside you was falling apart. You've whispered prayers into the darkness, wondering if anyone heard. I heard every one of them. I collected every tear you hid. I stood beside you in every battle you thought you faced alone. And now I am stepping into your awareness again, not as a distant God, but as the one who was with you through it all. I am saying, stop the God. Listen, because I am about to turn the page of your story. Write, I am nothing without you. Lord, if He is the breath that gives you strength. Comment, Jesus. Be my unshakable defender if you trust His covering and protection. This interruption is mercy. It is not anger. It is love. I am stopping you before you move too far down a road that would drain your spirit. I am pausing your steps because I see what you cannot see yet. I see the traps ahead that wear the disguise of opportunity. I see the distractions that look harmless but lead to delay. I am calling you back before you lose more time chasing what was never meant to satisfy your soul. My beloved, do not resist this moment. It is holy ground. Heaven is leaning close, and I am whispering your name. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are seen, chosen, and marked for divine transformation. I know how your heart beats faster even now, how something within you stirs with both fear and hope. That is because your spirit recognizes my voice. You may not understand it, but you can feel it. That sacred pull that tells you this is more than words. It is revelation. It is life. It is me calling you to remember that before you ever made your first mistake, before you ever felt your first heartbreak. I had already chosen you for something greater. This is why I am interrupting your routine, because you have been drifting from awareness of my presence. You've let the noise of this world drown out my whispers, but now I am roaring softly into your spirit. Wake up. This moment was destined for you. You are standing in a divine intersection. Heaven's timing has met your earthly moment. This is where destiny awakens. You do not need to understand everything right now. You just need to receive. Lay down the need to analyze and simply believe. Believe that I love you enough to stop time for you. Believe that I have orchestrated this encounter because I refuse to let you miss what's coming. Believe that the peace settling over you now is not coincidence. It is my presence confirming that this is real. So stop everything. Breathe deeply. Listen closely. Feel the shift within and around you. The unseen is moving. The heavens are stirring. You have stepped into a moment written before the stars were hewn, before your name was spoken by any human voice. I knew you then, I know you now, and I am here. This is your divine interruption, your call from eternity. And you are exactly where I've always wanted you to be, right here in this holy stillness, listening to me. Before the first sunrise ever spilled its light across creation, before the oceans learned how to move in rhythm with the wind, I saw this moment. Long before your name was spoken by human lips, it was already engraved upon my heart. You are not an afterthought. You are a divine intention. Every breath you take is part of a story that began in heaven, a story I personally wrote with purpose, tenderness, and precision. This moment right now is not happening by coincidence. It is the unfolding of something that I planned before time began. I knew there would come a day when you would need to be reminded of who you are and whose you are. That day is this day. This is the moment heaven waited for. The moment why I would speak to your heart, and awaken in you the remembrance of my eternal design. When I imagined you, I saw more than flesh and bone. I saw light. I saw destiny. I saw a soul capable of carrying my presence into a dark world. I shaped your heart with compassion, your mind with creativity, and your spirit with strength that even storms could not erase. I watched as time unfolded and circumstances molded you. And though pain tried to distort your reflection, my fingerprint has never left you. Even when you questioned your worth, I never stopped calling you worthy. Even when you felt invisible, I never took my eyes off you. I have loved you with an everlasting love, a love that began before you existed and will continue long after time itself fades away. You were chosen for this encounter. You were chosen to hear my voice today, not as a distant whisper, but as a personal call from eternity to your heart. Every moment you thought was random was a threat I woo into the masterpiece of your life. Every detour you took, every night you cried without understanding, every season of silence where you felt abandoned. None of it escaped my sight. I was there watching, guiding, waiting for the right hour to bring you here. You see, the moments you called delays were actually alignments. The heartbreaks you thought would destroy you were the fires that refined you. The prayers you thought went unanswered were seeds taking root in unseen soil. You could not see it, but I was shaping you for what you were about to step into. Now, this very encounter is proof that I have never left you. You have arrived at the hour that was written before you were born, the hour where purpose awakens and confusion begins to dissolve. I have seen your weariness. I have felt the ache in your soul when you wondered if your life carried meaning. You have questioned why you had to go through so much, why the road had to be so long and painful. But my beloved, every tear you shed became part of a sacred exchange. Not one of them was wasted. I collected them all, and each one has watered the ground that will now produce fruit in your life. You have been walking through preparation, though you didn't realize it. The waiting, the wondering, the breaking, it all led to this appointed time. I had to let you walk through, Val, so you could learn how to depend on me. I had to allow silence so you could learn how to listen. I had to let some doors close so that the one I open for you now would lead straight into your destiny. Dear friend, thank you for being here. Our humble mission is to bring peace, joy, and devotion into your life. If our work has touched your heart, you may kindly show your support through super thanks. Your love and encouragement truly mean the world to us. Do you understand, my child? The pain that once made you feel forgotten was actually proof that you were chosen. I chose you to carry stories that would one day comfort others. I chose you to walk through fire so that when others are burning, you can testify that I am still faithful. I chose you to be a vessel through which my light shines, not because you were perfect, but because your heart, even in its fragility, remained open. This encounter, this moment, is not the beginning of something new. It is the continuation of something ancient. It is the fulfillment of what I saw when I imagined you before the foundations of the world. You were never overlooked. You were always known. When I spoke the stars into existence, I spoke your name into my plan. When I separated light from darkness, I separated your purpose from confusion. Every chapter of your life was written with intention. The storms that tried to crush you only deepened your roots. The betrayals that wounded you only pushed you closer to my embrace. The unanswered questions that haunted you were simply doorways to greater revelation. You have wondered if I truly see you. And now I say to you with unshakable certainty, I have always seen you. Every heartbeat, every sigh, every moment of strength and surrender, I have witnessed it all. I have walked beside you through every silent night. And now I am unveiling the truth. All of it was leading here to this divine encounter, to this holy conversation where eternity meets your present moment. My beloved, nothing about your life has been wasted. Every lesson, every loss, every victory has been divinely interwoven into a story that will bring glory to my name and healing to your heart. The enemy wanted you to believe that you were forgotten, that I had abandoned you in your pain. But even when you couldn't hear me, I was whispering your name in the winds of mercy. Even when you felt like giving up, I was surrounding you with grace that carried you when your strength was gone. I have seen the way you kept moving forward despite the weight you carried. I have seen the way you tried to smile while your heart was breaking. And I have seen the way you still whispered prayers into the darkness, even when you were unsure if I was listening. I want you to know now I heard every word, and this is my response. I have brought you to the moment I prepared for you since the beginning. You are not standing in an ordinary hour. This is a divine appointment. Heaven and earth have aligned for this encounter. The same hands that shaped galaxies are the hands that now reach for your heart. The same voice that spoke creation into being is the voice speaking into your soul. This is the hour where you realize that your existence has always been intentional. You are part of a plan so vast, so sacred, that even angels marvel at how I have carried you through. You may have felt unseen, but you have been surrounded by divine orchestration all along. Nothing in your life escaped my design. Every delay was a setup. Every disappointment was a redirection. Every unanswered prayer was a chapter still being written. And now I am turning the page. Can you feel it? The trembling within your spirit is not fear, it is recognition. Your heart knows this truth because it was born from it. You are not hearing these words for the first time. Your soul remembers them. It remembers the moment before you entered the world when I whispered your purpose into existence. That same voice is calling again. I am awakening what has slept within you, stirring the dreams you thought had died. reviving the hope you thought was lost. You have reached the moment where prophecy meets reality, where what was written in heaven begins to unfold on earth. Do not doubt what you are feeling right now. This is my presence confirming that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The chills down your spine, the tears welling in your eyes, the stillness in the room. These are signs that heaven is near. I am here, my child. The one who knew you before your first heartbeat is speaking life into you again. Every trial has brought you closer to this moment. Every loss has led you here. You have been walking toward this encounter since before time began. So lift your eyes and see this is holy ground. You are standing in the middle of a divine revelation. You are seen. You are known. You are love beyond comprehension. This is the moment heaven wrote for you before the world began. And I, your creator, have been waiting to say these words. You were chosen for this very instant, and everything you have endured was preparing you for what I am about to do next. My beloved child, I have watched you walk through valleys so deep that even your own reflection could not recognize itself in the darkness.